Hello and welcome back to Suikoden 2. We're right in the Sindar runes, right outside the lair of the boss, the double-head snake. A quick look at my stats before we get started here. You can see everyone is at level 15 except for Ryo, who happens to be level 19. Unfortunately, that's a little bit higher than usual for this level, but level 15 is a very easy level to get to in the Sindar runes. In fact, you can easily hit level 17 if you spent a little bit of time walking around. Rikimaru has a double beat rune, which is a rare drop from the Cut Rabbit of North Sparrow Pass, equipped to him. And Kinnison has a Fury rune, which is a rare find from the Muse item shop. So the first time you go to Muse, I suggest you try to get one while buying an amulet for Palika. Millie and Nanami have fire runes equipped. These are actually, you can buy these at the temporary rune shop inside the White Deer Inn and equip them. I suggest for this boss battle you just give fire runes to any kind of magical character or any character that has access to level 2 spells, because this boss is weak, very weak to fire magic. And of course Ryo and Joey have their Black Sword and Bright Shield runes. Now, your party members here are actually random. It's randomized from the people you have already recruited. So you can get a much worse party than this one. I mean, you can get Muku Muku and Gengen, for example. This is a very good party for this boss, especially Millie, as she can deal almost as much damage as anyone else aside from Joey. Ryo has some winged boots here to boost his speed. These are a rare find from the Chiaro Village item shop. If you don't have them, don't worry. They're pretty hard to come by. They're very useful, but they're hard to come by, and they're not necessary in any battles, as you'll see. Everyone else basically just has leather armor, for example, drops from the Megawatt enemies here in the Sindar runes. And the guard rope that Millie has equipped is another drop from the Sindar runes, so pretty much normal equipment and stats for them. You can have everyone's weapon sharpened to level 5 at this point if you go to Coronet Town, to the south of Muse. But just to keep from being overpowered, I decided not to do that, especially since Ryo is at such a high level. But if you get a party that consists of Rikimaru, Gengen, and Hana, then I strongly suggest you go down to Coronet and sharpen your weapons. This party is more magic-oriented, so it's not as necessary. And there's the boss. Not very well animated, I'm afraid. Now, if you have a more physical party, obviously Rikimaru is going to just attack, that's what he does best. If you have a more physical party, try to use Battle both in the first round, as this has a chance of turning your characters berserk, increasing their physical damage. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and use it in the first round here, right away. Even though the only person who really benefit from it is Rikimaru. Joey should use his Black Sword rune, obviously. Millie should obviously use the Fire rune. As should Nanami. And Kinnison will just attack. Now this boss is pretty slow, so his turn will usually come last no matter what. And to be perfectly honest, he doesn't hit very hard either. So you can pretty much just go all out with your attacks here. He's weak to fire magic. As you'll see, this will hit closer to 425 damage here for Millie. Looks very good in this battle. doesn't, yeah, as I said, he doesn't hit very hard, so as you can see, there's no real urgent need to heal after that last attack. Nanami still is the lowest in health, and she can still survive several more attacks before I need to heal. So just go ahead and use your attack spells one more time. Unfortunately, Millie's going to have to drop down to flaming arrows, but this will hit for about 100 damage here from Nanami. And Millie's will hit for about 175 damage. Her flaming arrows. Let's just see here. And that's that. That is the double head boss of the Sindar Runes. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Hopefully it was instructional for you if you were having trouble. You always get the Spark Rune after defeating him, which is a very useful rune. I might talk about it in a later video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.